Hello, hello, friends. We're back with Kentucky's most hated, Myron Casey. The livestock rescue mission may be enough to kick it off, I think, just to start it. Yes, how is everybody doing? Better than Myron, probably. Alright, so he's hungry. I'm gonna stuff some stuff in the glove box here. We've got an axe still. We do need to sharpen that. We need water. Might drive on back to the temporary base just to make sure we're prepared for what we're doing. Looks like we have the animal trailers freed here. If I remember correctly, the area around the animals was kind of sketchy because it's so dark in there. Still had the flashlight on. How much of a battery do we have left in that? Typical Myron, squandering the resources. He did manage to sharpen that hatchet while driving, though. Kind of impressive. He learned something from his construction work. If the one thing you learn from construction work is take care of your tools, then it's at least a lesson. Feels like the zombies are respawning. I don't know if we've actually hit peak day yet. It is, even with respawns off, it's gonna feel like they're respawning with how much they migrate now. They see a clear space and they're like, what's going on over here? Why is it so quiet? Kind of makes sense that, like, as an area gets clear of zombies, we should see more raccoons and stuff trying to move into it. Oh, something about my desk setup feels crooked today. It's gonna be driving me crazy. Oh, there's a bunch of fun stuff in here. That's the stuff we planned on taking back before. We'll grab that before we go. Alright, I think we can take one more stop by the animal area before we want to sleep again. Make it a tomorrow thing, taking them back. We're probably going to have to go several trips. It's better if we can just knock this guy down. Kind of need more weapons at this point. It seems we've gone through a few of them. Oh, we do have this gasoline that we brought for the better truck next to us. We could use a mason's trowel as a weapon. We already have one at home as a tool. I don't know how good a weapon it'll be, but we have a hatchet as well. Hatchet as a backup weapon is not a bad backup. If I'm remembering correctly, we checked this and it was in real good shape. Yeah. The hood could use some work, but the mechanics is actually influenced by the other systems that they've added. And it'll be easier to repair it just because the resources are... they're not just lootable. You know, they're makeable as well. At least, I don't know. I haven't gotten that far into the blacksmithing, but I know that we can at least melt down metal items. All of these individual zombies hanging out along here. I just want to stomp them because I don't want to hit them with the truck. Especially if we're hauling an animal trailer. I think the most thorough way to do this is to not rush it. You know, just like go along here tonight, clearing all the straggling zombies that would make our life difficult potentially. Because you never know which zombie is the one that's gonna bite you. Look at all that hay though. We could harvest that for animal food. Animal feed. That zombie had a very tough day though. I would hate to be that zombie. Got kneecapped by the truck and then by Myron. Now we were picking up keys and stuff from these animal trailers. So I don't know if some of them will be locked or... even if there's animals in any of them, come to think of it. We haven't checked until now. Usually they make some kind of noise when you're nearby them that you can hear if there is an animal in them. Doesn't look like there's any. Alright, if I remember correctly, a bunch of the animals were trying to break out. Yeah, seems right. Looks like we were killing a few of them over here. Yeah, and they're in the field with all of those cows. Okay. Yeah, I want to clear this area. Looks like we've actually took out a good chunk of them last time. That's why we were so tired and thirsty. They must chug the water when they're kiting the zombies. I think they're, even when it's in your base inventory, I wonder if there's things that you can do that prevent you from drinking. Because I know that when we're sleeping, it, we get thirsty while we're sleeping. Like, you don't drink while you're sleeping in build 42. I didn't notice that before. Oh, this one was a sprinter. That one is a sprinter. There were 2 sprinters out in this field right next to each other. They must have been leading the pack. Western boots and just shoes. I noticed that they have shoes that only have minor run speed modifiers. They're not wearing the strap shoes or the sandals, the sprinters. I'd rather go stomping right now and use up this weapon. But if they're gonna refuse to go down like that... There's rabbits in this field too. I feel like we could start with just the cows that are here. Start bringing them back, because we're not going to be able to fit very many of them into the animal trailers. The bigger animals, it feels like we're going to be able to fit less and less. Now we should probably bring back some of the pigs that are very angry in there. Yeah, they're ready to go home. We can at least take them to the field at the temporary base with the other pigs. Where's our ropes? Left those in the car. I'll be back for you, piggies. Just a moment. I don't actually mind if they break that door. As long as they don't go too far. We're gonna have to do something a little tricky with this then. Well, I guess not too tricky. We just gotta do this before we pick up the pigs. I forgot that that is an actual contactable thing. We're not gonna be able to put the pigs in the trailer in there, I think. Whew! That was a weird noise. Okay, this truck can haul the animal trailer, at least empty. We'll see how much harder a time it has with pigs in it. The door over there was morphing. Man, none of them want to be here anymore. This is why I was sort of putting a rush on this. I remembered the place existed and it's like... I really thought that it just flopped over and died for a second. Are you eating the zombies? They are pigs. They probably could. You know what? I am gonna collect the boars and I'm gonna put them in the same pen just to see what happens. Oh, there's another one there. Yeah, see, like, they've been in the same area. I haven't seen them fight yet. The game says that they will. Not necessarily trying to make them fight, but also... I am curious at some level. At this point of having not seen it. Okay, it is letting me add them. What about the other one? Can I not add you? Ah, there we go. They all fit. How much space do we have, actually? Not much. They're not very happy in there either. We'll get them back, they'll get some food and drink in them, and they'll be much happier. Does feel like it's handling a little bit slower now that there's actually pigs in the trailer. Like, it feels like it's actually treating it like the animals weigh something. Which I do kind of like. I also feel like there should potentially be more cars. With that being the case, though. Just because it's very, very limited options as far as what can even haul an animal trailer without going way too slow. Part of this, in the truck, we're not on the best of roads right now, so that is slowing it down. That and the engine is not great in this truck. If we get it hooked up to the other truck, then we'll be a lot happier. We can transfer the gas from this truck over into the other one. Since we brought the siphon. We'll get there eventually, piggies. If I open the back and there's dead pigs in there, I'm gonna be disappointed. Myron's just gonna have a barbecue if that's the case, but I'm gonna be disappointed. Could have had more barbecues in the future, you know? Karen! Welcome back. Happy to see you. Myron is trying to redeem himself once more. Yeah. Yeah, I'm finding that he's very, very lucky. Which just perpetuates the whole, like, he keeps ending up with stuff he doesn't really deserve thing. Like, we had gotten so close to freeing the area that we needed to of zombies. Which made his job so much easier just rolling in, especially since he's willing to use the good weapons that I was saving on the other character. I felt it was time. The animals that we needed to rescue are just getting in a worse state as we go along, so really, we did need that kind of attitude to a certain extent. Like, the willingness to use the good weapons needed to happen. Maybe that's part of what it is. Myron doesn't necessarily expect to live, does he? Because he's not planning for the long term. Not nearly as much as his predecessors. Man. Manuela Woods. She didn't have anything on her. She didn't even have her badge, but she had a bulletproof vest. Maybe she got mugged. According to the week 1 mod, the downfall of humanity, you know, the actual process of that was pretty messy. What stations we got here? Man, I miss my music mods. There's a mod that lets you have mixtapes and stuff like that that you can pop in while you're driving in the car. Be perfect for something like this. Can't play it on stream though, of course. Oh, we're just about here. The pigs are screaming. I get it, I get it. The anticipation is killing me too. I really hope he doesn't pass out driving. If we get ridiculously tired, then it's a risk. Oh, these gravel roads suck. They definitely made this nice and difficult. Oh no! A person you were talking to online said that they have a performance review at work tomorrow, and they've vanished since. Do I think that they ate him? There is a distinct potential. I think he's gone. Animal is too heavy to be picked up, but I can remove them. Poor thing. Here's where I'm wishing that I had the don't starve mechanic where I can turn the camera, but this game would get so confusing with that. Yeah. We knew him well. Farewell, guy. Come on, stop eating rocks and get over here, piggy. Yeah, you. Oh, really? You just want to hang out there? Is that so? Make hats out of your mustache. Like, don't starve. Have your imaginary friends kill zombies. Bernie would go crazy. What was his? I think it was Bernie, the bear. He would have quite a time in this game. What? Do I have to just... Here. There. Go ahead. Oh, there's a zombie there. Come on, guys. I can't deal with the zombie till I let you guys go. She saw the headlights on the car. She wasn't even looking at me. Alright, so actually getting this out of the driveway is going to be a bit of a challenge in itself. I think if I wiggle it around here, there, okay, now I can attach it and we can set up the other car. I just have a feeling that the car with the better engine is gonna have a better time of this. Now this one, we can either pull it up there, or we can even just, boop, nice and out of the way. Always remember to turn the headlights off. You will actually drain your battery in this game too. Such an interesting design on this house. I do like that it's got like a big old garage, because you do tend to end up collecting cars in this game. Where is the door? There it is. Alright. Yeah, he was ridiculously tired. He's working hard. At least he's working hard. Your first car would not start in the cold. Ooh, I've heard of that being a thing. You'd have to sit in it and gradually warm it up for an hour. Man, that's rough. It's probably why snow days happen so easily in certain areas, just because, like, one, nothing's built for it as far as, like, the buildings and stuff like that. But also, nobody's kind of prepared for having to deal with that. Like, if you do have a car that doesn't start in the cold, you don't know if it's not normally cold. And this is right about where we're gonna be wishing we had multiple gas cans. Well, I don't know. They do hold quite a bit. I think, the worst thing I've seen when it comes to that is when people, like, the latch that you have to pull on the door of the car to even get the door open will get frozen shut, like completely stuck, to the point where they'll try to pull it and it'll just come off. In every video I've seen of that, they just have this face like, well, what now? Like, oh no. Oh, is that the last of it? Awesome. Alright, we'll take this garbage bag, check the rest of it for anything we want to take. We will take these because we can probably melt them down later. Alright, yeah. And this truck, we can haul it back later if we want to scrap it for parts or just use it to grind the mechanic skill. But until then, we can hang out there. We know where it is. There's a tarp in the back of this. That's kind of awesome. Oh, the chicken's going stale. At least if you're outside, you can call an Uber or something. Fair? Yeah, it's worse if it freezes while you're inside the car. Yeah. Yeah, I think there was one recently where somebody was, like, stuck in their car because of that. I've also seen some where people are trying to just get, like, the ice and snow off of their windshield or their windows. And the window just ends up shattering like nothing. It's that cold. I caught it this time. Alright, is that close enough? Yeah. This should work. And now we're going to be on the grass for a bit here, which is not going to be fun. If we can keep the wheels of the livestock trailer off the grass, though, that goes much faster. And thank you, Karen. An American friend told you that the other day. So you were riding the bus, and you were like, public transportation in the USA? Now you think that was rather insensitive of you? Oh, no, I kind of get that. Public transport, it really depends on where you live in the US. It really depends, because, like, bigger cities and stuff like that, the public transport can be better. It's funny, because the places where things are already closer together, you know, like, you kind of need the public transport less, because you can just walk half a mile and have all the shops that you would need to access within that range. There's more public transport. But areas where things are really far apart to begin with, and, you know, like, there might not be a grocery store with fresh food for a mile and a half, the public transport is much worse. Like, it makes sense that the public transport is more developed where it is, but also, it's more developed where it's actually needed the least, in a way. It's needed the most because the most people will use it. It's needed the least because things are already close enough together. Depends, like with everything. Yeah, absolutely. People really underestimate how big the US is. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Even single states like California and Texas are huge. Huge. Then we have some, like, teeny tiny little states as well. A lot of that has to do with population density. But also, I can see how it would be difficult to kind of put in proportion in one's head. Even as an American, it's difficult to... I did a comparison of 2 different states, how many people lived in each state, and I was just, like, mind blown by it. Also, if you just look at the square feet of different states, it's kind of mind blowing, the difference. I think for the smaller ones, Rhode Island is coming to mind. Yeah, 1,034 square miles, Rhode Island. Teeny tiny compared to some of the other states. Oh, man. See, even if I had 2 screens, I wouldn't be able to make this slug and be looking stuff up. So I need the keyboard. I don't necessarily need the mouse, but I would need to have the keyboard input in this game, so... You know what's weird? Rhode Island not being an island. That is pretty weird. Like, there is an island, but most of it is not an island. What's up with that? I don't know. I feel like I must have had questions about that at some point. But I also know that I struggled in general. Okay, so American geography classes. What I remember from them is not much about world geography, but mostly, you know, the individual state. Like, I learned it in several different states, but what was common to each state was they focused on their own state's geography the most. But then they would focus on, like, learn all the states, and to the point where they wanted us to be able to, if we have an unlabeled map of the US, we could label each one. That's what they wanted from us. Not, like, the way that the land was. You know, like, they told us a bit about mountain ranges and stuff like that. But I had trouble latching on to the information that they were giving me. Maybe I just was sorting it as irrelevant information. Kind of was, kind of wasn't. I feel like it makes sense to try to teach us about the area that's around us. But also... You used to live in a huge landlocked country, but it did have one tiny island. That country should just call itself Blank Island and point at the island if people get confused. Yeah, that is absolutely the vibe of Rhode Island. It's like, that island is the most distinct thing in our minds about us, so... You know, I probably should have checked the quality of the animal trailer as well. I'm realizing that that is a thing now. Ooh, come on, just sneak by the other one. This one is already hooked up, so it's best because it's the one I have currently. But what's going on with the mechanics of it? If it has a bad wheel or something like that, that'll slow things down. No, it's doing pretty good. Could use a little tire pressure, but... Alright, where are my ropes? There they are. We do have more zombies today. Oh. Hello, Piggy. Ooh, clicky. You watched a video on the etymology of US state names a few days ago. If you remember right, Rhode Island isn't actually named after the island of Rhodes. It was named by a Dutchman called Adrian Block, who called it Root Eveland, meaning Red Island and referring to the color of the cliffs. Okay. Okay. So it, Island is not being used to mean island in the typical sense here. Each man is an island unto themselves. That kind of mean. Like, island can be land in water, or it can be a place that doesn't look like the place around it. Is what that sounds like. Then English settlers decided that Root Island sounds like Rhodes Island. I can see how that would happen. Island. Yeah, one can kind of see how that happens. Cemental. A sentimental cow. After this journey, it'll be nice to have a sentimental cow. All the creatures are breaking out. Trying to break in. Okay, I'll just open this up. Go ahead. See? Not so bad. How can we tell the cow's personality? It said it right there. Cemental cow. It's the type of cow, but to me, the word looks like sentimental. Just enough that that's where my mind goes, you know? You know what? I don't really want more sheep, so I'm gonna let them out. Because I'm not, like, an evil person. Any more than I need to be. But also, I don't really want to take them with me. They can just be free. There is a strange ox in Baldur's Gate that does seem pretty strange. Larian and weird animals. Yeah, they know they're weird animals. They certainly do. Okay, why is this pig trying to dodge me? We're going to somewhere where you will live much longer. Come on. Okay. I don't know if I want to take all of the boars as well. There's a lot of boars here. I guess we could just have a big barbecue. You don't have to take them back alive, necessarily. We have a hatchet. I think we can fit one more pig, at least. Maybe even two. Hear them beating on doors, it makes me nervous. Here. Okay, we've got the two that we wanted. Alright, just stop closing it then. It feels like they must be closing the doors with how many I've opened by now. The advertising for Baldur's Gate 3 had to have been the craziest to me. Because it wasn't just the whole Halson thing, it was that they advertised it so hard. It's like, that was the main selling point of Baldur's Gate 3 for them. It's like, guys, I get it, but you're a little too excited about that. They really wanted to show off that you could romance everybody. Alright, we'll take these piggies back. Oh, there's little lambs. They're really trying to make me feel bad for those sheep, so I'll save them. And look at that nice paved road there. We'd go so fast on that road. Don't think we can speed up driving. Yeah, no, just doesn't work. Seems like when it swaps gears, it has more trouble. Are you a sprinter? I hope not. We don't like sprinters here. You better not have exercised in life. You look like you have a knife for me. Although maybe it's a butter knife. What do you like? That's a scalpel. Where did she come from? Yeah, it's a butter knife. Can be melted down, but other than that, not going to be much use to us. Oh, these pigs are angry. And when he's in first, he's moving. It swaps over to second, and it gets slower and slower until it basically stops. Okay. So we just gotta hit reverse for like half a second occasionally. That's how it works out too for us. Can't really tell him to stop switching gears. Hey, look, there's the nightstick we broke on the zombies as Martina. Man. Gravel roads have to be the worst part of this. I don't know that it's even faster in this truck. Because we've got a better engine and all. I think it's just gravel road. Heavy pigs gravel road. Someday we'll make it. Now, I'd say it's still better in a lot of ways than just taking them by rope. You know, like walking back up along the road would actually be more difficult just because they don't always cooperate. They like to stop and smell the flowers, get stuck in bushes and get scared of zombies. They're not really very cooperative. So although we're going slow, at least this way we're not literally having to herd them along. I'm thinking we'll probably want to visit home relatively soon, whether we bring something back or not. Just because we gotta make sure our chickens don't die. things get too dirty in the chicken coop, then our chickens will get sick. These things love to scream. Alright, we made it. Congratulations. Welcome home. At least to the temporary home. Not all of you will make it back. I'm gonna check and see. They do have a little bit of water left. We good, we good. Close this up. There we go.
Hey!
Okay, don't go screaming now. Almost came across like he was upset with me. Why you make me jump over that? Hey! I think I'm gonna kind of maneuver it around here. Make it easier going back out. That definitely goes faster with nothing in it. Feels like the animal trailers are definitely meant for smaller distances. However... I mean, I guess it's not the longest distance that it could be. Like, that's gonna be a pain. But at least it's a proper road. That'll make it go faster, I think. It's just we're gonna get to Hawthorne Creek Road and it's gonna be a creep again. Cattle Road and Hawthorne Creek Road are gonna be the difficult parts, I think. It depends how fast it goes on Hogwallow. I think it'll go about the same speed that it goes on the gravel roads when there's no pigs in it. I think I want to take the cows back first. We do technically have 2 cows back at home already. And no pigs. But I also feel like the pigs are in a better place right now than the cows. Oh no, he wasn't that tired. Yeah, this is gonna be the day that we go back. So we are out of food. He's hungry. Here, eat the fruit jam. That'll at least get us through the day. Now, I'd prefer if he'd go back to sleep, but he's not tired enough apparently, so he's just gonna sit on the bed for a bit. And if he gets tired again before morning, then he gets to sleep. But if not, he will have had a night nap. Guess that's all he's getting. Alright, I think I want to try to bring back some of the cows. We'll definitely want to fill up on gas too while we're back in our town. If it rains anytime soon, then these pigs are even better off because the water draw off outside. will fill up. And that's really their most threatening resource. Most threatened resource currently. They've got plenty of food. It's just the troughs indoors don't collect rain. So how's life for you guys? While we make our way back down this road. Myron is starting to recognize that the apocalypse is not all fun and games. It's actually starting to get chillier in game too. Still pretty warm compared to what I'm used to seeing in real life right now. It's not even a morning chill for him yet. Listening to your sailing shanties playlist while I'm driving, yeah, that would work. It would work. Oh, we got to the train tracks. Those can be pretty fun to drive along if you've never done it before. Better earlier on, because you see there are bushes along the side of it now. But I've done that to survive the week 1 mod before. Only gets really tough if zombies cluster up on the tracks. Because plowing through them only works so well. It doesn't look like we need to sharpen anything. Don't really have anything to eat. This character isn't a smoker. This is normally when I'd have my smoker characters be dealing with that. Come on. I'm just gonna have to clear you off the road later otherwise. How slow this truck is going with the animal trailer is part of why I like to kill zombies off of the road. Even if they start out on the road. If you have anything slowing you down, going over a zombie is just not the move. Even if they're already dead. Oh, we're nearly here again. Now, I think in here it was just sheep and pigs And then the cows appear to be out in the field. Looks like there's 2 cow areas. So I'll do a little double check. I'll do a sweep inside just to see if there are any cows that I missed indoors. Yeah, there's a pig we left there. Oh, there is a cow in here. And a baby cow. Alright. You come with us. You come with us. We got a cow and a calf so far. Anybody else? You know what? I'm taking him with me. Even if we end up butchering him, that is not a loss. Not seeing any more cows. I hope he does not get too angry at me here. This bull could almost certainly kill my character here. It would be really funny if that's how Myron goes, though. Okay, let's put the bull in there first. Yes. I am significantly less scared now. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're gonna have to bring them back separately. You know what? We'll bring these 2 back first. In that case, we'll let him out. This is gonna make me nervous, but... yeah, sorry about that, buddy. Can both of these fit in? Yes, okay. So mother and baby fit in there. That user. We have one at home. We totally could butcher him. I'm gonna let him hang out here for a bit. I may end up coming back for him. Undecided. Yeah. Those ones are tougher to climb over. Alright. So, looks like we can just bring the 2 of them back with us if we're bringing cows. And I'm kind of happy with that. That's 2 more cows than we did have back at home. Oh, they're not happy. It would still reduce his stress to smoke, even though he's not a smoker. But it would probably get him addicted. We don't have enough cigarettes to do that to a character. Especially since they can't get out of it. If we do really want to get him killed, that would be the way, though. Just constant unremovable stress buff until he... stress debuff. Well, buff for us, debuff for him. Till he gets more cigarettes or dies. probably would bring our fitness skill down too. I haven't actually done that yet in this build. Because that's been a thing, like being able to turn your characters into smokers. But like, I don't think there was a way to get rid of it without dynamic traits before. And I'm not sure how it affects fitness after the fact. Now that it's so detrimental. Like, the coughing would almost certainly become a thing. They're gonna be yelling at us this entire drive. I just heard a deer. Do we have a spot marked around here? No, not for a ways. That's wild. I don't see him, so I'm not gonna put down a marker because I'm not quite sure where that came from. But that's interesting. We're starting to get a little bit of an outline of the migratory paths of the deer as well. Just every 2 seconds. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? That's what the calf is saying. She's like, I don't know, are we there yet? No! We're not there yet. Why are we not there yet? Because you guys are heavy. Okay? You are quite literally a cow, ma'am. Oh, I know. You don't like to hear it. But come on. Why are the pigs pissed off? You know what, if they're already beating stuff up, I need to check and make sure. Is that pig alive? They love to lay down like that and act like they're dead. Yeah, it's empty. I'll give them some more. I need a refill on water anyway. Oh, come on. The chat is blocking it. Sorry, guys. Stop beating up this door like it's gonna give you water. Come over here and take the water. I can wash up in their water trough. I guess if things are nasty enough, pig's water trough is gonna be cleaner. Pig was trying to get through the fence like I climbed over it. Oh man. Okay, that's full up. It's good, it's good. Thought for a second that I forgot to refill the water after giving them that last bit. Alright, time to head home with our cows. It's still ridiculous to me that there were 2 cows way closer than I thought there would be. Like, not even these ones. But there was a field that I didn't know about up in Echo Creek. Okay, come on, come on. We gotta be able to go faster on this road. Come on. Can we? Oh, fuck off, buddy. He's slowing us down already. Yeah, I think the cows are just heavy. If the animal trailer is at a certain amount of capacity, probably it slows it down. Let's see, can we get past second? Come on. I wanna go. I wanna go. Can't go when you got 2 cows. Oh, we'll get there eventually. Having to make multiple trips for all of the cows over there. I'm genuinely considering how much harder it would be to walk with them. I think that if they'd cooperate with me, then it would actually be a lot easier to walk with them just because I can speed up time. But I know that they don't tend to. And the more of them I'm taking with me, the more of a problem that is. They get almost kind of caught up on each other and then end up stopping. I'm not sure if it's a bug or if they're meant to not be easy to take over long distances like that. Feels like I'm meant to have to go through this bit of a slog. Like, we have to have cleared things enough that this is viable if we're gonna do this. It makes a certain kind of sense, but also, on a road like this, I feel like certain cars should be able to haul this more effectively than this. Like, there's not really many more powerful cars. Like, I would love a tow truck in this game. I would love a tow truck that I'm not relying on a mod for. Although the modded ones are really cool. Not dissing the modders. I'm just saying that's something that should be base game. Considering how much of a mechanic towing is. And in that, if we have animal trailers, what vehicles were they using to haul animal trailers before? Because this is ridiculous. I cannot imagine, like, on a busy road, dealing with this. And yes, I know that I can't, sensibly change gears, but come on, dude. This is crazy. I haven't been playing with a lot of my car mods, even in Build 41, just because they don't really work properly on multiplayer. At least I haven't gotten them to work on the way of multiplayer that I'm going. And they're so easy to get used to, and they're so easy to miss when you don't have them anymore. It is a serious concern whether we run out of gas before we get back at this point. It is costing us some fuel to do this. You better keel over fast, buddy. How far along are we? We're like halfway there. Nearly. I think we can do it, but we're gonna be cutting it close. I could detach from the trailer and just run it back real fast. Just haul ass to the gas station. I think I'm gonna do that. This is sketching me out way too much. I will be back. Don't worry, cows. Be good. Don't scream too much. It'll attract the zombies. Alright, so all we gotta do is not get in a car accident. Knocking on wood now. Had some bad luck with the bridges in this town. Getting clipped by the edge of it if I'm going too fast. So the railing sticks out a little bit in a way that you wouldn't necessarily expect. Okay, that is a car accident we can deal with. The hood of this truck is not the best though, so we don't really want to be doing that often. Otherwise we will start sacrificing engine status. Yeah, it feels like we're going through the fuel a lot slower now that we're not hauling the animal trailer. Kind of makes sense. Kind of funny to me that the other truck that we dropped off there was like 3/4 of the way full. And yet this truck was only part of the way full. I wonder if we lose some gas when we use the siphon. It's not something I'd actually checked before. Alright, yeah, this is the road we want to turn on. Occasionally it has these brief moments of lag that make me nervous because it's like, okay, what's here? What just spawned in that things paused for a moment? That should not be happening. We've already been here. Who's in the trees? This is an empty space now. They must be migrating. Yeah, speaking of which, hello. I left someone back here last time, I guess. I should maybe turn that off. Must remember that as soon as the generator comes on, this is party central. Fanny pack. With some chocolate in it? We will take it. It's at 85% on fuel. So at least we don't have to refill that again yet. Alright. I'll start to refuel. We gotta keep our ears out, though. It's always such an awkward position to be refueling from. It is a big tank. Okay, yeah. This truck has a bigger fuel tank then. I don't want to fast forward. I do want to fast forward because this is taking forever. But I definitely don't want to fast forward because the generator's right behind me. And the zombies love generators. I have no idea. Those zombies must be deaf. Like, they're basically looking right at me. But they have no idea. He's drowsy already. You've got a lot more of a day ahead of you, buddy. Alright, and again, he is ridiculously lucky. That should not have been as fast as it was, given how it's gone every single time that Martina went there. I don't think Fanny even managed to get to it. She ran past it initially because she spawned at the trailer park. But that just holds so many zombies there that she didn't really get to enjoy the place, you know? Okay, yeah, I am gonna go. I'm gonna pick up the trailer. He really just wants to go home already. But we left a bunch of cows along the road. They're in the animal trailer on the road still. I personally don't feel okay with leaving them there. I'm sure that Myron feels okay with it. But I just won't do it. It won't do for me. Gonna come back and have a whole mob of zombies around the animal trailer. Poor things, you know? Just tormented all night. They won't, because of my settings, they won't actually go for the animals, like, trying to get them. But the zombies definitely still scare the animals. They get so terrified. Now, because I'm going a decent speed, I'm kind of worried about running into the animal trailer as I go along here. Because halfway down goes a lot faster without the animal trailer attached to this thing. Man, the bushes along the side of the road really slow things down. You gotta be careful as you go along, though. Because those teeny tiny trees, right now they don't have wood. It's treating them just like bushes. But eventually it will have a tree trunk that can damage the car. It will treat it like a full-on car crash. Eventually it'll get to a point where if we want to keep using some of the roads, we kind of got to do some clearing along them. Not just of zombies, but of all of the trees and bushes and stuff like that as well. There's the bridge that made me nervous initially, so we're getting close. I think it's just around these curves. There we go. Hello, I told you I'd be back. And not a zombie discovered them. How are you doing? I haven't heard from you yet. Yeah, they're doing fine. They're good. They're talking to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm back. Like, oh shit. You're alive. Now, it's not exactly gonna be good if we pass out along this road. We're only at tired. If he gets to ridiculously tired, then it's when I'm looking at it like, uh-oh. Did they add that as a base mechanic? Like, here's where we're gonna find out. Because the last time it happened, I think I was using the week 1 mod. And when I use the week 1 mod, I tend to only use the week 1 mod. Just because it, it tries to conflict with itself, man. It's a very fun, ambitious mod. But it also throws errors like nothing else. It is the only mod, besides by the same creator, the Bandits mod, to fully just crash my game. So, I tend to try to give it as much of a chance of succeeding as I can. It may be that they added the mechanic where you pass out if you're ridiculously tired in a car, or sitting down, to that. But it could also be that they added it to the base game. I don't know yet. I do really like the passing out mechanic, as inconvenient as it is. I kind of do hope they've added it to base game. We're only just now getting to the bridge. Oh, man. Even with a full tank, this is rough. Myron is suffering. Look at that, 76. He hungry, he tired. Could eat a horse right now. Well, eventually you're gonna get to eat a cow. Come on now, just keep going. I only need 2 ropes for taking them out of the animal trailer and into the pen whenever we get back. We'll let him wear the glasses. He had a hat at one point. He must have lost it. Fabian hair with Honest Abe beard, though. At least he'll be staying up a decent amount of time and actually getting properly tired for it. Like, maybe he'll actually sleep for as long as we want him to. I don't think we have any snacks on us. Oh, we have this. I spoke too soon. Here we go. Have some chalky. I like that there's different colors of fanny packs now. Like they've added more clothes, not just shoes even. The bags, the new bags are pretty cool. I like that we can attach sleeping bags and stuff like that to more of them. The hiking bag we should be able to, absolutely. But some of the other ones are gonna have attachment areas too. He's only been here a week. Only been here a week and he has cows. He's thinking he's hot shit. I think the cows are booing him now. Was that footsteps? That really sounded like footsteps. Are we going that slow? So we can barely see the headlights right now. We can see them on the road though. I'm curious to see as it gets dark how much more distinct that gets. So it already feels like the headlights are getting more distinct. We can almost watch the sun go down. Like, we can't actually see the sun, but the lighting shifts are so specific. I love how much attention to detail is in this game. Like, the fact that the weather systems are actually, like, weather systems as well. Okay, we're very tired. Not ridiculously tired yet. Oh man, how far are we? Oh, we're nearly there. Hawthorne Creek Road is right there. We can do it, guys. Actually, let's see. He has actually improved his skills a bit. Mostly his combat skills. A little bit of animal care. Guess that's just from giving the pigs some water and stuff like that. He's better at running than he is nimble. He's also building his strength way faster than his fitness. This does tend to happen though. I keep my characters pretty loaded up on gear. Oh yeah, it's getting dark, dark now. I wonder if we have a headlight broken or something, or if it's just that dark. Can barely think straight, weak with tiredness. That's probably why his vision is narrowing as well. As you can see, this little triangle, like the cone of his sight, it's gonna narrow down until it's basically just the headlights. And that's both because he's tired and because it is dark. He does have cat's eyes though. So at least we're still working with that. We're still actually able to see right now. I think this is where we turn though. Yes, this is where we turn. We are nearly there. Oh, I'm out of my coffee. And nearly out of my other drink. This has been quite an adventure. Literally just bringing back 2 cows and getting the pigs to a point where they'll actually survive until we can get back to them. Gotta figure out if there are better cars for this, though. I feel like the truck is probably going to be the best vehicle for hauling these animal trailers. It just seems like the thing that most naturally would be used in the role of the cars that are available in the game. But oh man, do I miss the custom cars. I want my modded cars back. If the modders can get those to work properly in multiplayer, then I will be overjoyed. There, he's ridiculously tired. So weak and tired. Desperately, inhumanely tired. Because we're sat in a car, if we can pass out, then now that he's that tired, it's probably gonna be soon. You don't know if Zomboid shows torque figures, but more torque is more pulling power, more horsepower is more top speed. I'd have to go into the mechanics window, but they might show torque. I know that they show like wheel friction and stuff like that because tire pressure is a thing. That is another thing, the tires on the animal trailer. We could pump those up now that we're back at our place with it. Pretty sure that we have something for that. That might help us a little bit. Give this truck a little looking at as well. There might be something we can do for it. But tonight, if we can get him back to the farm tonight, then we can take these cows and put them in the field. And he's going to bed first. He's probably gonna end up getting more chickens in the morning. Something like that. Not live ones, but some to cook up. Cooking the whole chickens and then eating them in parts, they seem to last a decent amount of time. I might do that again, just cook up 2 chickens for when I'm going out on a trip. It did start going stale at the end, but that lasted decently. Eating it a 4th at a time, he was still pretty satisfied. He's not really gonna gain weight from it. Too lean of meat, as we've learned from Martina's journey. Oh, we're nearly there, though. We're at the garden shed. gonna stop it there. Actually, turn the headlights off. We can still see. And then his very long day can end. Oh, please don't attack me now. I know you're angry that you were cooped up in there, but you're going to be so much happier. He can sleep on the ground now. He's so tired that he is allowing himself the option of sleeping on the ground. That is another thing that's funny to me about this game, is you don't always have the option to sleep on the ground. Your character has to be miserable enough to consider it an option. And until that happens, they're not interested in it. It's not an option. But as soon as they're tired enough, anywhere you right-click on the ground, they can sleep. As long as you're not near zombies. I think they still do get finicky about that. As they should. I would not want them to listen when they're next to a zombie. Just be like, you know what? I don't care anymore. Alright, let's see if I can find my way up to bed. Yeah, I know this house well. Okay, we should be caught on the edge of the bed there. Yes, good with pillow. Sleepy time. Okay, he slept a long time and he woke up chilly. Because it's raining. That is some good news for the piggies that we left over there. Now for him, I'm gonna get him situated. We've got random eggs laying around on the floor here, so we actually probably could just cook up some eggs. They're gonna have enough of them if they're laying them around like this. The fertilized eggs can stay on the ground here. Oh boy. More spam bots. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna get him situated. We can check on the vehicle, see if there is... Oh, man. Yeah, we do have some dead chickens, because that thing is dirty because of all the chickens we have. Luckily, not all of our chickens died. Yeah, this is what happens when we spend too much time away. They might not be dead, actually. They might just be ill. Depends on if we got here in time. Yeah, it's dead. Poor thing. We've got plenty still, but that is not the result I wanted. Alright, I'm gonna actually make an effort not to freak them out. This guy probably would just butcher one right in front of them anyway, but... that is why I have set up this shed. May as well use it. Here, eat some chicken feet. We have so many chicken feathers now. We could probably make a whole bounce house worth of mattresses.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, that's just sad. Oh, things get grim when we leave the farm for too long. Chickhead, it's just a little fluff ball. Oh no. Just another reason to hate Myron. I guess this is part of cleaning out the thing, though. Okay. Okay, that should be livable for the chickens now. Get him some more water. Oh, we got a bunch of uncooked eggs on there, too. There's more we can put in there when we loot the coop. Now they'll stop laying them on the ground. It's probably partially because we have so many chickens that the coop got dirty that fast. Yeah, we get some animal care out of picking up the eggs too. We'll build it pretty fast. Are any of these fertilized? No. That works out well. Do we have any twigs? Not here. Do we actually have a male? Do we have a rooster anymore? Yes, we have a cockerel. And so many babies. We have 87 eggs. Alright, I think we absolutely have to cook these. We're not even going to be able to eat all of those, probably. Before they go bad, you know? Alright, we're gonna get some cooking skill out of it. It actually hurts him to carry that many eggs. That is how many eggs we just cooked. Let's see, we got 2 chickens cooking. Let's disinfect some bandages. It's actually the water I planned to use for a refill of our water, but still. Good food, good weapons, animal trailer. Martina could only dream of such luxuries. She fought so hard for these luxuries. And he's just like, oh wow, this is so easy. This zombie apocalypse thing's not even hard. I got kicked out of my group and I'm still just fine. Let's feed him half a chicken. Spoiled boy. Leave that there to fill back up, and then I think we did have a compost bin. Right, yeah. How full is that? Yeah, it's 100% full. Okay. We're actually going to need to do something about that then. It's a sack of sand. I don't know why we have that randomly laying about, but... Yes, we must have gotten lazy. We need more sacks for like compost bags. Eventually we'll be able to make them. This guy does not have tailoring skill. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of worms in the compost bin. 79 worms. That they will die if we don't have stuff in there to feed them. We left that open. Alright, now he's well fed. We left feathers here too. We're gonna end up with 2,000 chicken feathers that I don't even know what to do with. I wonder if they can be used as oh, what's it called? Tinder. Wonder if we can burn them. We've got a pig skull in here. We didn't even kill a pig. Let's see if we can use this bucket for milking the cows. So we have a cow with a baby, which means we should be able to milk a cow. I think I'm just gonna have him eat the first stick of butter all on its own. Yeah, we can use the carved bucket. Whoa, she ran. Why is she run? Are we just that bad with animals? It could be. It very well could be. Why are we stressed? That sounds like an angry cow. Can I milk you? Nope. She said no. Okay, I guess we need to be a bit better with animals before we can do that. We only have a skill of 1 in animal care. Let's just go over and pet her. Sorry about that. Hope we can be friends. She is stressed and sickly. Okay. That'll be why. So we gotta give them some time to get feelings better. That is fine. We don't even care if Myron dies, so that's definitely fine. Oh man, it's starting to get late and he's not even tired again. Because he slept so long, we should have set an alarm for him. I wasn't expecting him to sleep like that. Let's clean up the chicken area a little bit more. Can't even see it, so I'm glad he can. Like, he can tell where the green squares are. Like, where it's any use trying to pick stuff up. He's still not tired. He is going to be a massive pain in my ass this entire time, I know it. Alright, we got 42 chicken droppings out of that though, so he's doing some good work. Keep these worms fed, I guess. Wonder if I can force him to sleep. We may have to feed him the sleeping pills. I think we have 2 things of them now. Let's see. Does he want to sleep? He will sleep. We'll wait a little bit longer to see if he gets tired at all. Because that'll help us to sleep the right amount of time. But no, even if we wake up at 5 a.m., it's fine. It's fine. 4:10 in remembrance of Martina. This is right around where I want to stop for the day, though. So, thank you all so much for gaming with me. You make it so fun. Have a very lovely time zone. Great rest of your day.